So we are back to our student monthly budget workbook, and in this lab we'll go over 3 more built-in Excel functions. The first one is MIN function, which is the minimum function. The other one is MAX, maximum function, and last is average. So the goal here is to find out which is the minimum amount out of this information. For example, April 2020, which is the minimum amount for the expenses that we are paying, and the second one will be which is the maximum amount, and the third one will take the entire amount in in perspective and get the average out of it. We'll also learn how to find out which functions we need to use. I mean, which is the syntax for this function. In order to do that, the step number 1 is enter your cursor in the cell that you want to have the result in. In this case, it will be B12, and click on the FX button here, FX button in the near the formula bar. Click on insert function, and in search for a function, enter the brief description of what you want to do, and then click go. So here we want to do is we are looking at the minimum minimum amount that we are looking for. So Excel suggested that we use a function called MIN, and it says returns the smallest number in a set of values, and that's what we need. So we click OK, and it opens up the window to enter the argument for this one. Here Excel has inserted the cell range, but this is not the cell range we are looking at because it is inserted B4 to B11, but there are some blank rows, and there is also a total here, so we don't want the B8 column. So I'm going to delete this and select with your left mouse the range that you are looking for. So it will be phones, cars, rent, and miscellaneous. This is the 4, and it shows here B4 to B7. It also gives you the result here, and click OK. So the minimum amount out of this 4 on April expenses is $30. Now we are going to find out which is the maximum amount for April. Again, put your cursor here and click on FX button, insert function, enter max and select max function, click OK. Again, Excel has tried to provide you a suggestion, but we won't want the B12, so we are going to delete this, and we'll select cell range again from B4 to B7. It gives us the maximum on 500 here as a result, and click OK. So this is how you can find out minimum and maximum. Now, if you don't want to go through the search every time, you can also go to the formulas tab, and under math and trigonometric functions, try to find out the max and minimum function here. If you cannot find out, just maybe take a look at the more functions. Go to the statistical, and here you will find minimum, min, and max function here. As you go through the more and more functions, you will be able to find out these functions easily out of the tab here under the more functions or math and trigonometric functions. And here is the average function. So I'm going to put my cursor here and go to the more functions, statistical, and I'm going to just choose the first one, average. Again, Excel has given me the range, but this is not I want, so I'm going to delete this. Select the range for April. It's giving me 202.50 as the average amount. So this is how you can use minimum, maximum and average function in Excel.